this setup is way better. Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is my first ever YouTube video, but the reason I'm starting this video is because I am pregnant. So I want to document my journey on here, and I want to make sure I can go back and see how I was feeling and just, you know, all that crazy stuff that happens in pregnancy. So I thought YouTube and just making everything into like a video form rather than pictures as I do on my Instagram would just be 10 times. So we're gonna start with the first question. These questions are off of my Instagram. Ask me a lot of questions. So there's a lot, but there's a lot of them that are like the same. So I'm gonna try not to repeat those. Another thing that happens during pregnancy, you run out of breath, and I talk too fast. First question is, do you want a boy or a girl? And names. So me, I just want to have a healthy baby. I really do not care whether it is a boy or a girl, my husband either, but if we had to choose, I think for both of us it would be a boy. So that's really exciting. I can't wait to find out what we are having. Like, being pregnant has been like a dream come true, you know what I mean? And names, so we don't have any names. We do have some names, but I'm already going to talk about them because I kind of want it, not that I want it to be a surprise, but it's like they might change and stuff like that. So names, not really. Next question, did you have an idea that you were pregnant before you found out for sure? So me and my husband have been married for 5 months now, almost 5 months in January. And we've been together for 7.5 years. So we've always talked about marriage. We've always talked about having babies, being young parents. We were like, okay, maybe it's just time to start getting pregnant because I don't know if I can get pregnant, you know? I've never been on birth control. Sorry, this is like super TMI. So I've never been on birth control. Protection has not really ever been like an option for us. I know.
We're such bad teenagers.
It was time for me to go to the doctor. I went to my gynecologist. This was actually in Mexico. So I went to her because I didn't have one just yet here in the States. So I went to Mexico with the gynecologist that my mom always goes to and like all my family. So I went there and I basically talked to her and I was like, okay, you know what? We want to start trying to have a baby. We came up with the days that I was fertile for that month, and it happened to be like right the next week after I saw her. So we were like, okay,
let's go home and try this. Okay, no, but
we were like, okay, let's see what happens, you know, let's just see if it's gonna be long, or, you know, if it doesn't happen this time, like, it's okay. We're not gonna get discouraged. We're just gonna see how everything goes, you know, and mainly just leave it in God's hands. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So I ended up getting pregnant, basically you can say the first try. Actually, you know, tracking my fertile days and making sure that everything got done when it needed to be done. And I ended up being pregnant. So I didn't, when that happened, you know, my fertile week that we actually tried, I didn't go in with like a mindset where, oh my God, this is it, like I'm pregnant. Like I just didn't know until I think I was 2 days late on my period, and I'm usually like a day or two late, so I didn't really make a big deal out of it. And I had not taken a pregnancy test yet. I don't know, I just didn't want to take a pregnancy test because I've taken pregnancy tests before and they're like negative, and it's just like it kind of brings you down a little bit when you're really trying to have a baby. So I didn't take a pregnancy test, but I did. So we were living in an apartment at the time, and we live on the 3rd floor. And I remember I had brought up some groceries all the way to the 3rd floor. Like I literally brought them all. So I was kind of like out of breath, and I was like, oh my God, you know, like I was kind of out of breath. So I was catching my breath, and I was putting, you know, the groceries away. And then I remember, I think I was cooking dinner, and I just felt different. Sick is not really the word. It's like I felt different. And like my head was kind of spinning, and I was like, I do not feel good. I know he's gonna come in here.
baby, the camera's over here.
You recording?
Yeah.
Getting a little,
You're gonna put it on YouTube?
No, baby, I'm gonna put it on Facebook.
What were you doing on Facebook? I thought you were gonna put it on YouTube.
No, I'm gonna put it on Twitter. Yes, Alte.
So you're gonna do a YouTube channel?
Yes. Bueno, Tengo calor aquí con esta luz. Okay, I had to turn on the abanico because it was getting hot. Okay, but I was making dinner. I felt super different. I didn't feel like myself. And you know how people who are pregnant, they just say, you know when you're pregnant? I'm gonna say that too. It's like, you know when you're pregnant. So I was like, okay, I was like, shit, I think I'm pregnant. Like, I've never felt like this, you know? So, and the next morning, Juan went to go do some errands like in the morning. So I went to HEB because there was one like right across my apartment, and I bought a pregnancy test and it came with 2. And I took the first one. First one was negative. So since I had that instinct of like, okay, I'm pregnant, when I took that first one and it was negative, I was kind of just like, oh my god, like it brings you down a little bit, right? So I waited a little bit. I left it there. I waited a little bit and I took the other one. I was gonna take the other one like the next day or something, like if I didn't get my period. But I took the other one and it came out positive. Like it was so freaking quick. So the first one I had actually peed on the stick.
TMI again, I'm so sorry.
So I actually peed on the stick and that's when it was negative. So I read the back labels, like trying to see exactly how to do it, and I tried doing it, and so the next time I did it on a cup. So I peed in a cup and then I put the stick in there and it came out positive. Like as soon as I put it in there, like it was like a big old positive sign. So I was like, oh my god, like my heart dropped. Like it was what to feel kind of moment. I didn't know if I should cry or like be happy or like, you know, I didn't know. So the first thing I did was call my sister. I FaceTimed my sister and I told her and I showed her. I was like, oh my god, look what just happened. And she was like, oh my god, I'm so happy for you. And she's actually like pregnant too. So she's due in March. So we're like both pregnant. So she was like, I told her, I was like, okay, I gotta go because Juan's literally like on his way. Like he's probably parking, coming up the stairs right now. So I hung up the phone with her. I hid everything. And right when I hid everything, he walked in the door. And it was, let me tell you, so freaking hard to keep it a secret and to like not tell him, to just leave the house for a couple of hours. And it was gonna be a perfect timing. I was like, he proposed to me so freaking like, it was just so unbelievable to me. Like it was beautiful. Like the room was filled with balloons. I'll insert a picture right here. He just went all out when he proposed to me. So I wanted to do something like that to him too. You know, I wanted him to feel so special, and I know this is something that we've been both wanting for. So I was like, okay, perfect. I have a couple of hours. I'm gonna set up the apartment. I'm gonna make it so beautiful. Like when he walks in and surprise him. But of course my plan didn't go as planned. He ended up telling me that he wanted me to go with him wherever he was gonna go. And super fortunate of me, you know, my job, what I do for a living, I have a lot of time freedom. I literally work through my phone. So I can literally get up and go wherever I want because I work through my phone. That's the great thing about doing what I do, because I could literally just go with him. But at that point I was like, oh my god, like I don't want to go. Like I'm trying to plan this really special thing for you. Like I don't want to go. Obviously I didn't tell him that, and I was like, do I really have to go? He's like, yeah, like I really want you to come with me. I was like, okay, so I went. That plan was ruined. So we ended up spending that day together, the whole day, like the whole day. He didn't even go back to doing his own thing. Like we were just at the apartment the whole day, and I could not hold it in anymore. Like I couldn't. I remember he bought, his favorite movies are like Home Alone, so I remember he bought those movies and we were watching them, and I was just sitting in the couch like, I cannot hold it anymore. Like how am I gonna tell him? Like how am I gonna tell him? Like I tried googling like, you know, ideas to tell him, but everything was just so complicated. Nothing was like fast. So I was like, you know what, I was like, I have to think about something so fast. So I went to my kitchen and I have like a little cup filled with like markers and pens and stuff like that. I grabbed a blue marker and a pink highlighter, papers from like, I had them in my little desk, and I got one and like folded it up, and I went to the bathroom and I just put hello daddy with like pink and blue. And then I put the pregnancy test on top of there, and I just left it in the bathroom, and I'll insert a picture of that too. So I just left it in the bathroom, and I was like, okay, he's gonna have to go to the bathroom eventually. I think I left that in the bathroom around like 4 p.m. He didn't end up going to the bathroom until like the movie ended, until like 7:30 p.m. Didn't end up going to the bathroom until like the movie was over. And that's because I told him, I was like, I was wearing my robe, so I wasn't really wearing any clothes, but we were gonna go somewhere, I don't remember where, and I was like, can you just go get me, I left my clothes in the bathroom, can you just go get my clothes? So I like grabbed my phone and I clicked record, and I was walking right behind him, and then he opened the door, and that's when he like saw the paper, and he was like, what? So I'm gonna, the moment everybody was been waiting for, I'm gonna insert the
What the hell? Señor.
So the moment everybody's been waiting for, his reaction. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert that right now.
You're pregnant? You're pregnant? Baby! Baby! Baby, you're pregnant alone!
So as you can see, he was so just shooked, you know what I mean? He was just so surprised, like he didn't think, like I don't know, like he was just so surprised. His reaction was priceless. I wish I recorded like us hugging and just like, you know, because it was a super special moment, but I literally just recorded and I was like, yes, I'm pregnant. I just put the phone down and I just hugged him. It was a really, really special moment. I literally get goosebumps. Like it was such a special moment. So that's kind of the idea that I had while finding out I was pregnant. That's kind of like super detailed, I hope, and I did answer a lot of questions too, so that's good. Next question is, are you having a gender reveal? I am having a gender reveal. I don't know exactly when they're gonna tell me like the gender, but I am gonna have a gender reveal. Hopefully I can record that as well. So a lot of these questions is like, how did you find out? How did you tell your husband? What symptoms did you have when you found out you were pregnant? So those were kind of like the symptoms, and you know, I kind of answered a lot of questions within that one question. I really tried to go in detail with things. What was your reaction when you found out you had a bent in the oven? So I did not want to ever post these because I literally look like crap, but I think it's gonna be super, super special. So I have a video of when I kind of just recorded myself, like no makeup on. I recorded myself, you know, seeing the first pregnancy test, and it was negative, so you'll see how I reacted to that. And then I have another one where I recorded myself with the positive one, and you could just see my face is just like, I don't even know what to say. So okay, so next question is, will you still be on Herbalife during your pregnancy? Yes, I will. Girl, that is not a question. That is not a question. Obviously, a lot of things I cannot take during my pregnancy. You know, with Herbalife, you know, the fat burner, Prolessa, Rebuild, the tea, I take the NRG tea, which has like less caffeine, which is what I'm drinking right now with aloe. So my tea just kind of helps me burn calories and give me energy, and I have 1 serving of that a day. And then the other day I just drink like water and aloe. Aloe is really good for digestive system and just absorbing the vitamins and minerals from your food. So I make sure I take that throughout like the whole day if I can, because when you're pregnant, there's like it's a higher chance of you being constipated a lot of the time, just because everything inside of you is like moving around and stuff. And I didn't experience that, so the aloe has been helping me a lot, and the tea also like kind of boosts my metabolism. So this has been just like my go-to, you know, drink while being pregnant, because it also makes me feel good and it makes me feel happy and I don't feel like super sluggish. Still be taking Herbalife during my pregnancy. Do I have any nausea? I do, but it's not like an everyday thing. So when I was 7 weeks pregnant, I'm 11 weeks and 3 days if I didn't say that already. When I was like 7 weeks and like 2 days pregnant, I remember this perfectly. I got really sick. I remember this was before my Disney trip to Florida. I was really just bed sick for like 3 days straight. Everything that would go through my mouth would literally come out. I was puking everything. It was just a bad situation. But now I do have some sort of nausea in the morning. A lot of it is before I eat. So if I wake up and I don't eat something immediately, like within the first like 15-20 minutes, like I will feel really, really nauseous. So I try to have breakfast like as soon as I get up. And like this morning I had oatmeal for breakfast and I got super nauseous after. I don't know why. My throat is still kind of like, it still kind of hurts because I tend to like just throw out a lot of like acids and stuff, and that kind of burns your throat a little bit. Let me know if anybody has ever felt that, like if you're pregnant and you feel that, because that tends to happen to me a lot. I don't really puke out food anymore since that time that I got sick, but I do puke out a lot of like acid and stuff since it usually happens in the morning. So I have been getting a little nauseous, but my prenatals and stuff like that help a lot. So was I trying to get pregnant? Yes, I was trying to get pregnant, and it happened the first time. So next question is, do you think you know when exactly you got pregnant? And this is like funny to me, but this is like, okay, I really didn't know the exact, well, I don't know exactly the time because it was literally like TMI, but it was literally like a everyday kind of thing, you know. But I think I have an idea of when exactly it happened, and it was a day where I was like the most fertile, like, you know, 1 out of 10, it was a 10. So I feel like it was that day, and I think it was October 27th. So that's like super TMI, but I do feel like I know exactly kind of when it happened, because you know a lot of girls are like, oh my god, I don't know when it happened, like I wasn't expecting this. It's like, no, I know exactly when it happened. Next question is, what are some changes your body is making? Okay, so definitely I am gaining weight. So I'm the type of person, when I gain weight, it doesn't go to like my arms or like my legs and my butt. It goes to my stomach and it goes to my face. So definitely some changes that my body is making. I feel like I'm definitely getting a little bit more rounder on my face. I just noticed it from pictures, but it could just be me. But I am starting to get, you know, I wouldn't say lonjas, but I would say I definitely, like, my stomach is not as toned and as flat as it was, obviously because I am, you know, pregnant. Freaking boobs. My boobs. Oh my god. So it's gotten a lot better, but at the beginning it was like you could not even touch them. Like it was horrible. Like the pain, I could not even wear a bra. Like I still am always wearing sports bras just because it's a lot more, you know, comfortable, but you could not even touch them. Like it was so bad. Like it even hurt to just put on a sports bra. Like it was so bad. But now I feel a lot of they've been getting a little bit like itchy and stuff, so where they're growing. I've gone up 2 cup sizes. So I was a B, I'm now a D. Well, I was like a BC, like I could be a C, but it was still kind of loose. Now I'm like a straightforward D, and even that it's still a little you know what I mean. So that's kind of how my body has been changing. And my hair has grown like freaking bananas. Like my hair is just so, like right now it's kind of curled, but it has grown so much. I need to get a haircut because my ends are really bad. But my hair has just grown ridiculously. Like it's crazy. Next question is, how will your workouts change? So my workouts will not change like drastically. I am working out just to be healthy. I'm not working out to like look good or anything like that. I'm just working out to just maintain my actual weight, because I am gonna gain weight, you know, the baby. I'm literally creating something inside me. So I'm obviously going to gain weight, but I want to gain healthy weight. I don't want to gain like some overweight or I start looking really chunky. You know, obviously I can't do hip thrust. I don't do abs at all. I don't do any like jumping. I'll do some jump squats here and there, but I really try to avoid any jumping. Just, you know, like basic compound movements is what I'm focusing on during this pregnancy. This question is very interesting question. How did your family react, and did you get any negative feedback because of y'all's age? So my family was really happy. Juan's family was really happy. I did not receive any negative feedback. Reason being because I am married, so we are both married. Actually really happy. Is how will your supplements change now that you're expecting? We're trying to, okay, hopefully you have a baby. I'm praying for you. But my, kind of like I mentioned, my supplements, I'm still taking my shakes, you know, twice a day. My meal plan has moved around a little bit. I'm going into the second trimester, so my doctor said I really do need to intake a little bit more calories than I was before. So I'm having my shakes as snacks, and I'm actually having like a breakfast, I'm having a lunch, and I'm having a dinner. It's still a little hard to just follow my meal plan like exactly how it is, since I'm used to eating, you know, an exact amount of food, and now that I have to add a little bit more, it is kind of hard, trust me. At least for me it is. So my supplements, I'm still taking my shakes, I'm taking, you know, my energy tea now with my aloe still, but I just don't take any like I said, Rebuild, Prolessa, any of those kind of enhancers. But the basic thing, which I think is most important, is just your shakes and your tea. So I still am able to take that, and I'm still able to take a lot of tabs, you know, like the calcium and just all that fun stuff. So I'm still able to take a lot of things, but I would still ask your doctor. All of our bodies are very different. So what do you do when you feel extremely tired? How do you boost your energy? So I think I talked about this a little bit. Guys, I just drink my tea. Like, this is not sponsored. I literally run my own business, but I just drink my tea. My tea helps me so much. Like I said, it boosts my metabolism. It gives me instant energy. I'm burning extra calories, and it honestly makes me feel so good. Like, it really does. It makes me feel so good. And I can have it hot, I can have it cold. It doesn't like mess with me like feeling overly excited or just like anything along those lines. Like, it just makes me feel really good. And I love having it hot. It soothes my stomach really nicely. That boosts my energy. It's just getting out in the streets, talking to my friends, hanging out at you know, our local shake shops, and just being around positive energy. I love doing that, and that boosts my energy so much. I would highly suggest just hanging around a lot of positive vibes and doing things that you love, things that make you happy, and just do them. Like, if you think about it, like, your body is literally creating a whole nother life. It's taking a lot of your energy, so you really want to make sure, at least I make sure I get enough sleep. If I feel like I need to nap, I will nap. So just definitely listening to my body. Okay guys, so those are all the questions that were asked. Hopefully, I know maybe I'm missing a couple things here and there. You can follow me on my Instagram. I'll be talking more about it there and how I'm feeling. But hopefully I answered all your questions. If you do want to know more things, you can leave them in the comments, or you can go on my Instagram and you can ask me on there. If you have any questions in general or anything like that, just make sure to send me a message. I always get back to everybody. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys have any video ideas, like pregnancy video ideas or any other video ideas that you guys like to see, this was really fun filming, honestly. And I'm not afraid to be in front of a camera. I do this literally every day on my IG. So if you guys have any video ideas or super fun things that you want me or that you want us to do, please leave them in the comments below. I know I really want to do the baby mama dance once I get a little bit bigger. So now I'm pretty sure I did not get a question on like my bump or anything like that, which I don't really have a bump, but I do have a bump, if that makes sense. I'm like in that stage where it's like, okay, is that girl like just really bloated or is she pregnant? You know what I mean? I'm in that stage. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what my little bump is looking like. I am almost 12 weeks pregnant. I am 11 weeks and 3 days pregnant. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of what my belly is looking like. There's definitely something in there. So if I suck my stomach in, like, there's still something here. This is me normal. This is me kind of like sticking it out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, if you have any video ideas or any other questions for me, please make sure you leave them in the description below. Bye.